Down on the hottest day of the year, call Horn Heating and Air Conditioning for a seasonal tune-up today. Welcome home to the feeling of Visit hornhvac.com.
Oh, shoot. Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, LKN. 7:06. Happy Thursday to you. Almost there. You're right at the door. You can do it.
Friday Eve.
Because Friday's tomorrow. And really, every day's a great day, especially if you're hanging out here.
That's right.
We're excited today. Got some friends coming through, hanging out with us. Also got some chances for you to win some free stuff. Always a good time. That's the best thing. That's not just Thursday. That's kind of an everyday thing right now. 500 Club. Hit them straight.
They're in the parking lot. I saw them.
Are they really?
Yeah.
All right.
Saw them as I came
Jana
in on
and
two.
Alex?
Saw them as it came in on two wheels.
Okay. All right. Well, you came in. You were early, I thought, actually, even a little
That was
bit
like a
today.
minute early.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. So we'll chat with Jana and Alex, see what's going on at 500 Club. They've got a celebrity golf tournament coming up, I think, on Monday.
Celebrity and influencer golf tournament coming up on Monday.
Exciting stuff. We'll have an
exciting.
announcement about it as well. We'll chat with them at 7:30. Going to talk about a project that got approved last night. We'll talk about that today at some point as well. In Cornelius, one that's been of discussion for quite some time. Graystone Lodge, Gray. GraystoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina. If you're looking for a wonderful trip with the fam, head on up to Graystone Lodge. If you download...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. No,
They
excuse
have
me.
that Moonlight Paddle coming
Oh,
up
yeah.
this weekend at Price Lake.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice.
I saw the clip online that you did of it. It looks, it's exciting.
If you're heading up to the high country for Mother's Day, go over to Price Lake, do the Mother's Day paddle there. They'll treat you right.
Paddling on the lake is a good way to start at night. Dangerous when you throw a motor on if you've never been on the lake at night. That gets wild. We're getting up on summertime, so 4th of July, those kind of nights where you got people out on the water at night. That's a whole nother level right there. Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, you hang out with Patrick Reynolds. Also on the Home Ad Show, if you've got that birthday or anniversary, if you've got a friend who's got a birthday or anniversary, you've got a goldfish who's got an anniversary, get them on the prize wheel because every Friday, all the winners throughout the week double down on the wheel and they get a chance at Coca-Cola 600 tickets. We've been giving those away. Got more to give away.
Yep.
And there's another contest for Coca-Cola 600. If you don't have a birthday anniversary, if you don't have a goldfish, you can go by Harrison's in Mooresville.
That's right.
Exit 36. That's on Highway 150. And you go into Harrison's. They've got the setup there for you to register to win, not just Coca-Cola 600 tickets.
Nope.
You can choose between the 3 races of the weekend of the 600. So Friday night, my favorite race of the 3. Well, really, there's 4 that weekend, but of the 3 nights, that's my favorite. The truck race on Friday because it's Friday night under the lights at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 200 miles, easy race to, 600 miles is a lot, but you may love it. You may be a diehard.
Maybe your thing.
You also get the pre-race track passes with the 600.
For that Old Dominion concert.
And then you got the Xfinity race on Saturday. So winners, there'll be 3 different winners. The first winner will get to choose any of the 3 races they want to go to. The second winner will choose between the remaining 2. If you're third, you're last, but you still win.
You still win.
Because you
if you're third,
get whatever's left.
You still win. You're not last.
Yeah, absolutely. And
This is not if you're not first, you're last kind of contest. You get 3 chances to win.
Harrison's, that's going through next week. So next Friday is when the winner gets chosen. You don't have much time, so make your way over to Harrison's and register today so you can have your chance to win Coca-Cola 600 tickets, Xfinity race tickets, or the Truck Series tickets. Babies, are they afraid of snakes? It's something that you might think about from time to time if you've got young children, because adults, most of us
are
extremely afraid. And so there was this bit I saw that made me cringe a little bit. Warning, this is a very tough scene to watch if you've got children. And if you've got the WSIC News app, it's actually really easy to watch because you can just watch the video right there. So the question is, are babies afraid of snakes?
Is this okay? Don't touch it. Don't touch it. No, don't touch
Just
it.
babies hanging out with snakes. Real snakes, real babies.
These are real snakes. What are these, like
concerned
boa
at all,
constrictors
which
or
is
something?
He's
concerning
grabbing
me.
the snake, too.
I know, it's unbelievable to see, isn't it?
Our infants aren't fussed about the snakes at all. They're far more interested in their toys.
Oh, gosh.
In fact, psychologists believe that along with heights, there's only one other fear that appears this early in our development, the fear of loud noises. All of the others, including the fear of snakes, are learned later.
I wonder how the parents feel watching
Because
this.
the
Get your
parents
baby a
talk about
snake.
it.
Set up to be very safe.
Okay.
I don't
These
know
are
why we
trained
decided to do this.
snakes that are used to being
I
with
just have a
humans.
comment on this one.
Non-venomous?
I think they're in Australia. It sounds like an Australian accent.
Something like that.
Yeah, they got.
Down under.
This is just like a lizard to them in the backyard. You know, we get those little tiny lizards that sun on the porch.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. They're just like, yeah, what's that? We've seen some of the insects they grow out there. This is nothing. This is nothing.
These are kind of some of those things that we're studying that I don't know why we do
Why?
that.
Who's spending money on this? Our baby's afraid of snakes. Well, who cares? You should be afraid of snakes because some of them can bite
Who
you.
volunteered their baby to sit on that mat with the snakes? That's what I need to know. Take that baby away.
Bill,
Take him away.
You putting
Bill's
Lachlan?
on the phone.
Oh, he's
It's
on the phone.
okay.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's get her a snake. Her first birthday's coming up.
That's right. For
I'm
Lachlan.
buying her a snake.
Could you imagine Bill's face? You get a snake and doesn't know what it is because you got to wrap it up in a way that he has no idea what it is.
Ladies, if you guys are coming to the Lake Norman Chamber Women's Conference, you're gonna hear a story about a snake.
Oh no.
You're gonna hear a story about my mama and a snake.
Oh no.
It's coming. It's coming. I'll tell it after for anybody who wasn't able to attend, but I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for that.
Maybe a gift for Mama. Maybe Mama wants a snake.
My mom got a snake as a gift one time.
Oh wow.
That's what the story's about. So it's a good one, and it just shows how gracious women can be. And Mother's Day coming up, and I think it's a good time, a little story. It's a little, growing up in Cleveland and Rutherford County, I got
Sure.
all the good stories. So
Well, and it's good snakes too.
Good
out there.
snakes.
They got good snakes out there for sure. Absolutely. Maybe you want to buy a gift for Mom this weekend, and maybe you just say, "Hey, Mom, okay, the gift is we're gonna go to a market, and you're gonna buy a gift yourself, or I'll pay for it. You just pick what
right,
you want."
you pick what you
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
Also, Mom, you can pay for it. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I think though, as a mother,
Okay.
to have my child and my husband go with me voluntarily to an event that I like to go to without grumbling or complaining. That's number one.
Okay.
No, put your shoes on. Don't argue with me. Just do it pretend like you enjoy this.
Yes, you have
And-
to wear socks.
And then to take a picture with me when we get there too.
Oh wow.
That's really for me. I don't know how you and your kids are with Demi when it's time to take
Sheesh.
pictures, but my family despises it. And I live behind my phone, and so when I'm like, let's take a minute, a picture. And I'm like, you guys act right. So I already got my dress picked out for Sunday. I know.
It's a full event
I
going
know,
on
I-
here.
I know. I didn't even know what I was going to wear this morning at 7:00, but I got my dress picked out.
And so it's this Sunday
Sunday.
at Birkdale,
11
the
to 4.
Plaza,
Mhm.
11 to 4. There's going to be a bunch of vendors. There's going to be a DJ.
More than 30 vendors, a DJ, free pictures for moms and pet moms too, dog and cat moms and turkey moms, whatever. Your snake, bring your snake. Get your picture with your snake.
Snake on a leash.
There you go. There you go.
So this Sunday you got a chance. You can come out and hang out at the market, and it'll be a good time.
It will. It'll
will
be
a
fun.
great
I'll
time
be
at Birkdale.
there. Katie will be there. Rob will be there. So yeah, you meet the whole fam.
Yeah. Gonna meet Jana and Alex from 500 Club. If you hadn't met them yet, we're gonna chat with them at 7:30. We'll hang out. We'll get a look at the streets at 7:15 with Jeff and ICATS. Right, ICATS.com, alternative transportation. Word of the day. We will have a word today. Yeah, we will. We're gonna learn a little bit. We'll chat with Graystone Lodge a little bit later on. GRAY, GraystonLodge.com. Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ed Show. He'll be stopping by as well. A few things going on at the state level. Ivermectin, you heard of it? We'll talk about ivermectin a little bit today. Also, federal level, definitely some things going on. Did you see the drama with Chief Jennings of CMPD, former council member Tarek Bukhari? There were some text messages.
Uh-oh.
I got them. Thanks to Joe Bruno.
Stay where you are. There's more Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, up around 80 with a partly cloudy sky for the afternoon, but watching the weather closely heading into this evening, mostly about 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. A couple storms could be strong or even severe. Main concern would be for some damaging wind or possibly some hail. So watch for that. Stay weather aware. Overnight low temperatures drop into the upper 50s for your Friday. Still a chance of an isolated shower or storm. The chance is lower and dry for Mother's Day weekend. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like ICATS Public Transit.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Ready to roll, race fans? Swing by Harrison's in Mooresville and register in person for your chance to choose your race. 3 winners. First place picks first. Will it be the Coca-Cola 600 with pre-race passes, the Bet MGM 300, or the North Carolina Education Lottery 200? Register now through May 15th at Harrison's, the Southeast leader in Carhartt, Ariat, and Western wear. Winners announced live on the Home Ad Show. Lake Norman Woman is proud to sponsor the Mother's Day Commons Market at Birkdale Village with Shop Local QC. Join us Sunday, May 11th from 11 to 4 at the Plaza for live music. Free photos with Mom from 12 to 1 and over 30 amazing local vendors. Don't miss it. Pulp Juice and Smoothie Bar in Cornelius is open for business. Drop into 9623 Bailey Road in Cornelius for a healthy smoothie today. The 500 Club in Statesville presents live music on Saturday night with a performance by My Better Half. After the concert on Saturday, come back to the club on Sunday to celebrate with a Mother's Day brunch. Golfing, entertainment, and honoring Mom are all at the 500 Club in Statesville this weekend. Peninsula Community Foundation is holding a volunteer fair on Thursday, May 8th. Join us at Bethel Presbyterian Church in Cornelius from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. as over 20 nonprofits offer volunteer opportunities for all ages. Learn about volunteering in your community at the Volunteer Fair Thursday, May 8th at Bethel Presbyterian Church in Cornelius. From everyone here at WSIC Radio, we wish you a happy Mother's Day this Sunday. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, okay. It's 7:18. Happy Thursday to you. The time just slips away.
It goes by
sometimes.
fast, guys.
Let's see how quickly things are moving outside. RideICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane. With Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Morning. No accidents to report. 77 north and southbound Statesville to Charlotte. Traffic was getting heavier. You'll have your typical slowdowns in the Huntersville area, but besides that, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues. I did get word that in Huntersville on 73 by Birkdale, there's a traffic light out, and please remember to use that as a four-way stop when that happens. Some people like to drive right through it, but just be careful there. Besides that, everything looks good.
Things are flowing. So four-way stop, is that the person to the left goes?
The way I do it is it's just like coming up to a four-way stop. The first person that has been there the longest, they get to go, and then you just take turns from who gets to the intersection first. So, anyways, I hope people will behave themselves and do what's right this morning.
We'll find out, Jeff. We appreciate you,
we'll
sir.
Find out.
Absolutely. Drive safe. We'll chat with you at 8:15.
Okay. Have a good morning.
You too, sir. RideICATS.com. $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. $1 on Tuesdays to go to the VA in Salisbury. Today's Thursday. You can go to Winston-Salem for $1. Tomorrow's Friday. You can go to Hickory for $1. You've got to schedule it, though. RideICATS.com.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. Bird's a winner. Well, a bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Today's word of the day on this beautiful Thursday
Ooh, it is Thursday.
of May.
Are we in football season yet? Now that we've had the
Yeah,
draft?
we are.
Yeah.
Officially?
We're
Yes. we are.
Undefeated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so far so good.
Way to go, guys.
We had a good draft.
Proud of y'all.
I'm excited. And people are saying that the Panthers, might be a surprise team this year, but that's neither here nor there. Although it might be
Somewhere?
It could be a hint at the word of the day. It could be somewhat of a premonish.
Ooh.
Premonish. Today's word of the day is premonish.
Ooh, I like
it's
that
a
word.
verb, all right? So it's what you do.
Okay.
Okay? Premonish.
Premonish. Word of the day. Bill gives us the word. We guess the definition. I'm going to take a little guess here. Pre is before.
Before. It is before.
To admonish is to is that that's a positive, right?
Yeah, that is a positive.
So giving props before something happens.
Justin, that's a really solid guess. I'm going to read a clue, and we're going to circle back to that.
Okay.
Okay? Let's see. Let me pull up my notes.
See, I can learn things too.
Bill attempted to premonish the crew about the incoming weather alert right before the system screamed in everyone's headphones.
To pre-prepare.
To pre-prepare.
To prepare?
To pre-prepare. To pre-prepare.
To pre-prepare.
To pre-prepare.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Tomorrow's word of the
definition.
day,
The
to pre-prepare.
definition of premonish is it is a rarely used verb, meaning to warn or forewarn, obviously in advance.
Yeah, I'm thinking premonition is where that root word is. Premonition means like to predict ahead of time.
You're a smart lady.
Yeah.
I
But
haven't even thought that much today.
Premonish makes me think like that's a premonition. Like, I got a premonish, guys.
Correct. And you wouldn't be wrong. That's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing. I'm
I love
premonition.
how Bill described it as a rare verb. Like
It's not rare anymore. I'm gonna start using it all the
It's
time.
one of those rare verbs.
It's gonna go from endangered to totally fine
Yeah.
by the
very
end of
rare.
this year. I'm a premonition all day.
Premonish, to forewarn in advance.
Correct.
Wow,
The Panthers are coming.
Okay.
Or
All right.
premonition them Panthers.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. All right. So my timeline this morning, as I'm checking it, I think there was a 4 in front.
Mhm.
And I see Joe Bruno, who pops up in my time. He's an investigative reporter in Charlotte. And I see these text messages as part of what he's talking about. And so this has to do with CMPD Chief Jennings, Tarek Bukhari, former councilman in the city of Charlotte, who now is, I think, number 2 at the either DOT or FA, something in the federal government. He's gone on to bigger and better things. And yesterday there was also a press conference, because I'm starting to see all of it, right? Once you click it once in your timeline, you get 50 different things. So then
algorithm
everything
gets
starts dropping on me. Mayor Vi Lyles has a press conference yesterday as well. And so I guess there's been some dollar amount now, it's undisclosed, the amount, I think, that's being paid to Chief Jennings as a settlement for words that were said to him. And it's not really words. It was text messages between Tarek Bukhari and Chief Jennings. I'm going to read the text message.
Okay.
Just so we can kind of get some context here.
That's good because it's tiny print. I can't read it.
It's okay. It's also highlighted. Tarek, this is from him. This is to Chief Jennings. As your friend, I want you to know what happens next. I'll be demanding your resignation starting Monday. I'll be hammering you from the press, the private sector, the foundations, the General Assembly, Congress, and several high-profile national organizations. I'll put maximum pressure on the city manager to fire you from all of those angles as well. I may not ultimately win, but I will not stop, and it will cripple your legacy you've worked so hard for. Just a final bit of food for thought. You have 36 hours to call it all off by compromising in some small way. Otherwise, it's in God's hands. I want you to know I still have a lot of love for you as a friend, but this is much more important than any of that. I've given you several weeks while I've been restrained, going only 10%. That's all over starting Monday morning, unless you start seeing the light and being reasonable to find middle ground for the rank and file you have sacred responsibility to support. As I said, I may not win, but I was blessed with a set of skills that I can promise you will be very uncomfortable to experience. This will be my last communication. So what does this stem from?
Yeah, what is this from?
So this has to do, again, from me piecing some things together here.
Right.
Investigating.
Investigative reporter.
I guess Chief Jennings was not okay, didn't like the idea of officers wearing outer vests.
Okay.
And so he would not support it, would not request funding for it, because he said it went against what he described as like a community vibe. Okay. Doesn't fit the vibe that we want in our community. Now, fast forward, spoiler, he did cave. They did get the money, I think, and they are allowed to wear outer vests if they want to. Okay. That's like after the fact.
Outer vests is in like bulletproof vests? Is that what it is?
Yeah, like utility style vests, like bullet, I think Cornelius PD rocks
wear them all the time.
I think they look good too.
I think they look tough.
I think it makes me say I wouldn't mess with this guy.
Yeah, I'm not messing with you.
I would stay away from them. In fact, I don't want to do any kind of crime here.
No, I don't want to do it.
Naturally, I don't want to do that anyway.
I don't want to do crime ever, but then I see him, I stand up a little bit straighter.
So then there's like this, there's a lot of drama right now on the Charlotte City Council about all this. Like people are like,
they argue all the time.
Somebody seems cranky.
They're always cranky.
Get
Even
somebody
in
a
them
Snickers.
$billion chairs they're sitting in. They're always cranky.
They do got some expensive. I forgot about the chairs. Dang, catch a stray. Gosh. So it comes out then that there's going to be this private closed-door meeting with the city council. And then what comes out of it, I guess, is that there's a settlement where Jennings is about to get paid, chief of police of Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, for disparaging comments made toward him via these text messages. Okay. So a free payday, I guess, is that what we're looking at right now? It's hard. I don't know what the harm is on these text messages that much. They're rallying behind that. He said he was going to end his career, right? That Tarek was going to go out and say a bunch of negative things and smear him, and that's what he deserves a settlement.
I'm going to tell you guys that text messages, even between you and someone that you know very well, somebody's going to screenshot that and send it to somebody else. So just be careful.
Well, and then Mayor Vilaus comes out and apologizes to Chief Jennings yesterday. That's what she came out and said as well.
Obviously, I don't know the whole backstory and the history, but I just feel like as adults, there's no need to talk to somebody like that. That's something you talk to your therapist about. No need to be texting somebody those words. Yeah. But like I said, I don't understand it. I do know the Charlotte City Council. They are cranky. They argue with each other a lot. They throw like personal digs at each other too. It's not just about what they're doing.
Your feet stink.
Yeah. Like, and you don't dress nice.
Oh wow.
They just say mean things to each other all the time. So anyway, I won't be sitting on that one anytime soon.
Speaking of socks, we've been wearing socks since the 1st century.
What?
Yeah, people have been wearing socks since, what's the date on these socks?
What's the date on
300 to 500 AD.
There's some stanky socks. Oh, those socks hate.
These are the earliest known surviving pair of socks from ancient Egypt.
What kind of toes did people have back then?
They got the two slots. They got the 2 slots. I don't know when it changed.
When you look at this, which way are the toes going?
Right. Are you putting together your big toe and the second one?
Yeah.
Or are you just doing big toe?
I don't know. And they're obviously, one foot is obviously much longer than the other.
These are custom made. These are definitely custom made to the foot. Yeah, for sure. Imagine right now, right? Which toe do you want a piece of fabric? Feel it. Which toe do you want a piece of fabric slipping through?
You got to keep the big toes separate.
Keep the big toes separate?
Keep it mitten style.
Okay.
We'll have more Good Morning LKN coming up on 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Well, up around 80 with a partly cloudy sky for the afternoon, but watching the weather closely heading into this evening, mostly about 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. A couple storms could be strong or even severe. Main concern would be for some damaging wind or possibly some hail. So watch for that. Stay weather aware. Overnight low temperatures drop into the upper 50s for your Friday. Still a chance of an isolated shower or storm. The chance is lovely. Chances lower and dry for Mother's Day weekend. That's your forecast for the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area, it makes people wonder. But we have the answers for you. Call us at Madison & Company Realty in Statesville to help you navigate the real estate market. 704-873-7700. Visit us online at MadisonandCompanyRealtyNC.com. Madison & Company Realty, we've got you covered.
With 5 area locations, Desco is your go-to resource for electrical supplies. Albemarle, Mooresville, Salisbury, Statesville, and Lexington. No matter where the job takes you, you're sure to be close to a Desco. Shop now at DescoInc.com.
Get ready, baseball fans. The Harbor Hippos are here to make a splash this summer. Catch the action starting May 30th at Huntersville Athletic Park. Season, group, or single tickets are now available. Head over to www.harborhippos.com to get your tickets and gear today. Don't miss out.
Is your yard ready for a refresh? Drum Landscape Supply has over 10 types of mulch, beautiful boulders, decorative gravel, and a unique plant nursery bursting with shrubs, trees, and perennials. Call today for up to 70% off pavers and stone. Visit drumlandscapesupply.com today.
Need a ride? ICATS has you covered. Tuesdays to the VA in Salisbury, Thursday to Winston-Salem, and Fridays to Hickory. Plus, run errands every day around Iredell County for just $1. Visit rideicats.com.
When you have problems with your heating system, you need SHA Mechanical. Serving the region since 1975, SHA will make sure your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion is the king of price when it comes to buying a new vehicle or a pre-owned vehicle. But how about king of price when it comes to the service department? Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville, Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville has you covered on tires, brakes, batteries, wipers, you name it. Any service you need on your vehicle, regardless of the make or model, come see Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville Service Department or Randy Marion Ford Lincoln Service Department today.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Who is this? This is 105.9 100.7.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Signs the Trump administration is making progress on trade are fueling some optimism on Wall Street. The president will hold a news conference today. It is believed he will announce a trade pact with the UK. Hopes for some positive movement on trade are pushing oil prices up a bit this morning. Oil has been trending lower lately because of tariffs and output increases by OPEC+. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell says central bankers want to know more about the trade war's impact on the economy before making any decision on interest rates. The Fed left interest rates unchanged, and Powell said, for now, the economy remains sound. Lawmakers will hear from executives of some big tech firms today. Leaders from Microsoft, OpenAI, Advanced Micro Devices, and CoreWeave will appear before a Senate panel. They'll ask the senators to do away with regulations they say inhibit their firms' growth and by default mean more business for Chinese companies. Jeff Bellinger, Bloomberg Radio.
Number one for talk in Lake Norman, Statesville.
105.9 100.7 WSIC. Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:34. Happy Thursday to you. One of the favorite pastimes of the Lake Norman area, hitting them straight.
That's right.
That's right. Even though we all can't hit them straight, but that's what you say before you take the course. That's before you go out and play. One of the best courses to play in the air, 500 Club. 500-club.com. That's the number 500-club.com. Wonderful course located in Statesville. Jana, Alex joins us this morning. How are you two?
Fantastic. Thanks for having us.
All right, you guys, you can sleep on the couch when we're done with the interview. That's fine because y'all have been planning and prepping and are ready for your celebrity tournament on Monday. Are we excited?
Yes.
Okay, good.
There's a little pause there, Jana. But yes, we are excited.
So give us the rundown. What is happening on Monday at 500 Club?
So we are hosting the 500 Club Invitational, and it is an amazing field of about 45 players golf influencers, your favorite YouTube golfers. We've got a country group and a country singer coming. Yeah.
Wow.
NFL players, current, former NFL players, baseball, an Olympic swimmer, you know, tons of NASCAR drivers.
Lots
right?
of NASCAR drivers.
So it's kind of, Alex and I were literally like sitting one day just chatting, dreaming. I don't know what it was, but we were just like, hey, wouldn't it be fun if, and we've done it. So that's what we're doing on Monday. It is going to be a super cool day to just like, when would you ever have the opportunity to see a NASCAR driver like play golf with a country singer and, you know, a golf influencer play with an NFL player. So that's kind of the thing. It's just going to be a great fun day
and
of golf.
right here in Lake Norman too.
Yeah.
You know, right here in our backyard. So
Absolutely.
that's really cool.
I think it's a fun testament to the variety of cool stuff you guys do at 500 Club. I mean, the dynamics of y'all's programming and your offerings and all the stuff that you guys do there. It's nothing short of amazing. Y'all's head must be spinning 14 times a day if I had to guess with all the stuff you guys do.
We don't sleep much.
No, not at all. But I'm really looking forward to the creativity that everybody hopefully brings to the table on the golf course, and giving the creators the space, I think, is really important, because so many times a golf course is saying no or not allowing or pace of play, and this is just, hey, a NFL player is going to create a one-hole match with a baseball player and a golf influencer, and it's going to be fun, and it's going to pull people out of their comfort zones, hopefully, with these celebrities, and really get creative and have fun, and really to see what kind of impact they can have.
It's really got to be a great day for you, Alex, as the pro. I mean, because to know that you can whoop up on probably a significant percentage of these players. So from your perspective as the pro, what's it like, when you put on a tournament, the quality of golf to showcase the course and how wonderful it is? What's that like from your perspective?
Yeah, this is one of the first really, really big tournaments that we'll host. We hosted 2 others that were really cool. Miss Jan is amazing at hosting tournaments. So thank God for her, because, we had the vision and she has executed, and it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, it's really cool to see everybody come together, and, it is open to the public, and we are selling tickets, and we want everybody to, have one more day of Mother's Day. Bring your moms out and let them have fun and walk around and see their favorite, football players and baseball players.
We're excited. We'll be broadcasting the morning show from there on Monday, so we're really excited to be a part of it. 500 Club, 500-club.com. What you guys are doing there, Janet? The food and beverage, the entertainment, the hospitality, a part of it. Events there all the time.
It was like 10 a day sometimes that you guys are doing out there.
There's a lot going on, and just, more and more as we get into the summer and get a little busier. I mean, we want to be or are kind of an entertainment destination. So we want you to come in the morning, play golf, stay for dinner, stay for lunch, listen to live music, come out, taste bourbon, wine. We try to have a little something for everybody, but truly not just golf. I mean, it's a place to come and hang, and we want you to feel like you're going to your friend's backyard.
And you guys have the upstairs space for the gathering room, the dining room kind of set up there where you can do the formal events. But then you've got that other space that's kind of connected, and it's more like bar style and games and fun. How did this vision come about to really entertain folks in addition to having a great course?
So our ownership group is a group of friends, and they were looking for a place where they could go as a group of friends and play some really great golf and hang out. And we've just kind of taken that and expanded on it. And that is, we want you to feel like you're going to your best friend's house. And I think one of the best things when that vision just kind of came together for me, I don't remember who I was touring, but they walked out on our back deck, and you know that view.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, this is like a golf lover's dream backyard. That vision just kind of came together for me. I don't remember who I was touring, but they walked out on our back deck, and you know that view.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, this is like a golf lover's dream backyard.
Booking it independently of the course, even. What's that been like?
Yeah, I think it's a great addition. We moved the simulators downstairs, and it's taken off. It's really cool to see everybody use them. Whether it's a couple of days it's been too hot for certain demographics to play golf,
Sure.
and they want to come inside.
I got
in
weak
the middle of
shins
the
too.
day.
I get it. I
Right?
understand.
Yeah, not calling you out, but, and then it's a great warm up space as well, and it's really nice to do. We do golf lessons out there, and I love to look at the numbers and analytics and try to make people better.
And part of the pro shop is now Mizuno is a staple in y'all's pro
Yes.
shop here, and so Mames, it's official.
I know. I got clubs
You're
now.
a golfer. You're a golfer.
I know. I'm so excited.
All right.
Thank you, Mizuno, for that too.
Let's walk through this bag, Alex.
Yes.
Show what do we got going on over here?
We've got probably my favorite club in the bag is a T100 58-degree wedge that we fitted you for all the shots around the greens. And the reason I'm going to kind of talk through you,
No, that's
and
good.
the reason I did that, Jordan Speed takes the one club around the green aspect. So he's very comfortable with one club, and he uses it for bunkers and chip shots. But it's a confidence thing that he doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm hitting a bump and run with a 52 degree that I only hit one time around. You'll probably hit this a couple times around, but you'll be confident enough that it's the same weight, it's the same feel, it's the same grip. And then we've got some JPX hot metal recoil shafts, which were on back order. That's why it took a little while, but these are amazing. And then I'm really looking forward to the driver.
Yeah.
It's an XT Max 12 degree.
And I'm looking forward to knowing what all those things mean that you just said.
Absolutely. We'll make it happen.
She's
And
like,
then-
it sounds
It
great.
sounds great.
Sip and chip every Tuesday night. It's still going great, 10, 15 people. So it's exciting. It's exciting to see women's hit, grow in the game. And that's, I think, all of our mission, everyone in the golf business, that's what we want to do.
Wide variety of offerings. Check them out, 500 Club, 500-club.com. That's the website. You can check out the pictures here from, again, the beautiful clubhouse, all the offerings. Let's say someone wants to do a corporate event. What's the best way to reach? Is it to reach out to you, Jan, directly, or what's the best way to do the pictures here?
Our food and beverage director, Alexis, handles all of that. So Alexis at 500-club.com.
Okay, perfect.
And then this for Monday, there's still tickets available if people want to come.
Yes, there are. Our pro shop can sell them. We actually have like a little temporary website. It's not perfect, but it has all the basic info on it and the ticket link. It's the 500clubinvitational.com.
All right, looking for a great course, 500-club.com. Check them out. Looking forward to Monday. Good Morning LK, and we'll be broadcasting from the Invitational Tournament. Looking forward to that as well.
Awesome.
Watching Alex whoop up on everybody.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, up around 80 with a partly cloudy sky for the afternoon, but watching the weather closely heading into this evening, mostly about 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. A couple storms could be strong or even severe. Main concern would be for some damaging wind or possibly some hail. So watch for that. Stay weather aware. Overnight low temperatures drop into the upper 50s for your Friday. Still a chance of an isolated shower or storm. The chance is lower and dry for Mother's Day weekend. That's your forecast for the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Ready to roll, race fans? Swing by Harrison's in Mooresville and register in person for your chance to choose your race. 3 winners. First place picks first. Will it be the Coca-Cola 600 with pre-race passes, the Bet MGM 300, or the North Carolina Education Lottery 200? Register now through May 15th at Harrison's. the Southeast leader in Carhartt, Ariat, and Western wear. Winners announced live on the Home Ad Show. Lake Norman Woman is proud to sponsor the Mother's Day Commons Market at Birkdale Village with Shop Local QC. Join us Sunday, May 11th from 11 to 4 at the Plaza for live music. Free photos with Mom from 12 to 1 and over 30 amazing local vendors. Don't miss it. Pulp Juice and Smoothie Bar in Cornelius is open for business. Drop into 9623 Bailey Road in Cornelius for a healthy smoothie today. The 500 Club in Statesville presents live music on Saturday night with a performance by My Better Half. After the concert on Saturday, come back to the club on Sunday to celebrate with a Mother's Day brunch. Golfing, entertainment, and honoring Mom are all at the 500 Club in Statesville this weekend. Peninsula Community Foundation is holding a volunteer fair on Thursday, May 8th. Join us at Bethel Presbyterian Church in Cornelius from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. as over 20 nonprofits offer volunteer opportunities for all ages. Learn about volunteering in your community at the Volunteer Fair, Thursday, May 8th at Bethel Presbyterian Church in Cornelius. From everyone here at WSIC Radio, we wish you a happy Mother's Day this Sunday. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Spring cleaning?
Stop the cap.
We're just sweeping through your morning. Good Morning LKN is back on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:48. Happy Thursday to you. Thanks again. Great course located in Statesville, North Carolina. Looking forward to the invitational tournament on Monday. We'll be there broadcasting Good Morning LKN, so you'll get a little look inside as well because we'll be video streaming from the tournament as well. Which club's your favorite there in the bag? What you think?
That blue one.
The
I'm going to figure out what the names of them are.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. It
takes time.
Yeah.
Golf is a lifelong sport. You
Well,
know,
and
master.
I'm learning
It's a
every day.
relationship.
Yeah, I'm learning every day. Bill, you're kind of newer to golf too, right?
100%.
And you're enjoying it?
I love it. Yeah.
Rob said he thinks he turned you on to it last time.
Yes, Rob actually gave me a good pointer, I will
Mhm.
say, because I try to just take like one or two things each time, because when you're the new guy, everybody's a golf pro around you, so everybody's gonna hit you with advice.
Right.
Especially Justin. I can't line up for a backswing without him being like, "Hold, arm straight, keep the arm straight."
Yeah.
Just keep your.
I try not to talk.
I'm just kidding. Justin's actually one of the nicer guys about it. But Rob actually told
Rob,
me to
I've-
get my
I've-
hips through.
Right.
Get my hips through.
Don't
really
go over the
follow
top.
through.
Don't go over the top. That's what I get
Correct.
from Rob.
Fine.
all the
Next
time.
time it's just gonna be. I don't care what you do. Just keep hitting it. That's it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
My rule is just hit them straight.
Hit 'em
That's
straight.
my rule.
Right.
That's it. As long as you're hitting them straight. I play that grandpa swing. I wonder if anybody was playing that grandpa swing last night at the planning board meeting. So, spoiler, Mames has told everybody she's on the planning board.
I'm on the planning board for the town of Cornelius.
So,
yes.
Bailey Road project, this industrial park project, this is now the second round.
Yes.
First time it came through, no go, nothing happened.
Well, no. First time it came around, planning board approved it. Commissioners did not.
Okay, they shut it down. Okay.
So this time it came back through.
Came back through. Give us the rundown of how last night went.
So lots of discussion last night. Bill Russell was out there. Some other business people were out there. The developer was there. So lots of discussion about, and it really was. It was about 50-50 of people from the town that came. If you don't know that all the board meetings for all the towns are usually open. Every once in a while they'll have closed ones. But for planning board for the town of Cornelius, they're open for the public to attend. They're also live streamed on Facebook. So you can see them there as well. But yeah, about 50-50 for and against. Some people just don't want change and industrial parks coming to their road, their neighborhood. This is going to be on Bailey Road, across from Bailey Road Park, is where they're thinking 36 acres. 36 acres, I think.
You read the packet.
I did read it, but we were in meeting until 10 o'clock last night.
Ooh,
so lots of
late.
discussion. Yeah, we started at 6, so we started an hour early. So we started early. And then it went till 10 o'clock. So lots of discussion for and against. But the landowner was there. There were a lot of students that went to Bailey and Huff that were there too to speak on behalf of that. Just what that school traffic is like, because the developer is also going to bring in some improvements to that road, and that's very, very much needed.
A roundabout?
A roundabout, and then also an additional lane where 115 and Bailey Road cross. To help
There's something
with the
too I
traffic.
remember hearing about, like the hill like needing to be shaved down or something.
There's
like
a berm that they're talking
something.
about, kind of similar to the berm that is on 73 next to the lake. So
Okay.
a berm just to kind of hide some of the what it's going to look like. But yeah, so planning board voted in favor of it. It wasn't unanimous or anything like that, but voted in favor of it. And I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move for the town of Cornelius. But, you know, it goes to the commissioners now, and they just take our recommendation. So anything we do doesn't hit the books as law for zoning. And so that goes to them. That we just made our recommendation for what we think.
Okay. And it was an opportunity, and I think this is what it comes back to more than anything. It's not just about one individual project. It's about the idea of people being able to talk about concepts, because for a long time, and it even happened in the town of Cornelius, we'll say, and the other local towns. It can happen anywhere, where you get a group that is very adamant and doesn't want even the opinions of other people to be said. And so regardless of how you feel about it, I think coming back to that way of, hey, let's have a discussion about things, I think that's the healthy part.
I'm always open to discussion. I'll say right now that I had not made up my mind before I got there. I wanted to hear both sides of the story, because I am one who likes to hear both sides and then make an educated decision. And like I said, again, it is just my opinion on what I think is best for the town as an individual citizen. But I will say that the fact that my husband and I both get to live and work and play in the town of Cornelius is fantastic. And so anything I can do to kind of push that forward for other people who live here, and not even just the town of Cornelius, but, you know, to be able to live in the Lake Norman area and work in the Lake Norman area, what a difference that made for my quality of life of not having to drive to Charlotte every single day and not have to sit in that traffic, whether you're taking the express lane or not. It made a huge difference in just our quality of life to not have to worry about a 45-minute commute twice a day.
And here is from the staff report. I'll just read this so people can understand what the project actually is. This is the project overview section from the staff report. The applicant is requesting to rezone approximately 36.27 acres located in an unaddressed parcel north of Bailey Road to develop a flex office warehouse project comprised of 4 buildings totaling 188,100 square feet.
Wow.
The maximum building height proposed is 1 story, approximately 29 feet. Parking is provided by surface parking lots in front of each building and will include a total of 390 spaces. Loading areas are provided to the rear of each building.
Wow.
The applicant is proposing to install a new public road through the center of the site, which aligns with the proposed Zion Road extension.
Wow.
Between the current terminus Zion Ave to the north of Bailey Road. Public right-of-way will be dedicated from the terminus of the new roadway to the property line to accommodate future connectivity. Also includes tree save areas for those that love trees. Sounds like a compromise on all
And
fronts.
it's 200 acres total that kind of makes up that land. So this is 36 of that 200. So there's some discussion on the, you know, should they use it for another park? Should there be a bigger complex like a research campus like in Czeepis to come there that's more green space and building space? But like I said, it's up to the commissioners of Cornelius now to do what they think is right.
Did this map also include, did they talk about a pickleball court at all? Was that a
Pickleball court's going over at Bailey Road Park.
Okay.
So we did talk about like some of the things have already been approved. There's a lot. I mean, if you guys don't know, there's a lot of things on the books that have been approved 30 years ago.
Yeah.
That just haven't even broken ground yet.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Old Mac Brewery.
Right. And the townhouses that are going up behind Magnolia, those were approved in the 90s, and they're just now breaking ground. So talked about that, some of the projects that have already been approved that are going to be coming. So pickleball court, the new townhouses at Bailey's Glen, some of those things that are happening. So just taking all that into consideration. But I think it's a great thing for the town, and so up to the commissioners to decide. And thankfully, I don't have to worry about it anymore. Move on to the next one.
You did your job.
Yep. Next month. See what's up on the docket next month.
Yeah, there'll be more stuff. There's no doubt. There'll be plenty of projects going on. There's going to be a project we're going to be talking about tomorrow, I believe. We've got a guest coming in, a project out of Mooresville that's of contention, and people want to have a discussion about it, and so we're going to be willing to. And that's the Earnhardt project going on up there. And so we're going to one of the sides on the show in the morning. And I believe then the other side will be on at some point in the day as well. And so looking forward to a conversation.
And I think that is, as an adult, you have to be open to hearing all sides. And then you make the best decision that you can make with the information that you have. Whether you're just a concerned citizen or whether you have any sort of decision-making power.
Yeah.
Execute Order 66.
Quite amazing because I've observed, and it's with our unique perspective, we get to see and meet a lot of people. I'm observing, and I could probably do a scientific theory about this, but I got to learn how to read first. As you get older, you become more like a child again. I don't know if you've heard that saying. You become more like
yes,
that.
I have.
I don't know if you've got someone who is a bit seasoned in your life at all, and you might be observing that a little bit. I also in the house have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, so I feel like the training I get at home. I mean, I don't know. I think the kids are definitely more stubborn than the older.
You think so?
Kids. I think so.
You think so?
Gave Emmy a new bed last night. Emmy had found a new bed set and all this kind of stuff. We did the changeover. She's actually handling it quite well. She actually slept. No, it wasn't as bad as you think it.
She sleep in her bed?
She slept in her bed
All
the whole
night?
night. She didn't roll out.
All right.
That was what the concern was. Was she going to just roll on out? Because Emmy is definitely
She's a mover.
Waller all over the bed.
Yeah.
Like, ends up at one point feet her up on the pillow kind of
That
thing.
was Katie too. Katie would roll. She had the toddler bed that was low to the ground. She would roll off the bed and then be under the bed when I'd go to get her in the morning. I was like, how do you do that? I don't even know how she does that.
Noah's pretty straight and narrow
straight.
on the
Yeah, I know.
like the board in the bed, like we watch it on the camera and he's just stiff. Like, should we go check on him, make sure he's okay? No, he's fine.
He's fine.
He'll be all right.
He's fine.
He'll be all right. Some things going on at the North Carolina. We're going to talk to and about some federal stuff happening as well. Particularly the Justice Riggs and Griffin thing that was going on. So for Supreme Court, I think that's settled now. I think that they've decided what they're going to do there. Ivermectin Access Act. Not sure if you've heard of ivermectin. Became a big conversation around COVID, particular type of medication that people wanted access to. And so we'll talk about that as well. Got the comments from Fed Chair Powell as well about interest rates. That's obviously of conversation for folks. One thing that I do want to let you know about that's on the table. Looks like the NC House did pass related to red snapper and flounder seasons coming back in North Carolina. They had, I guess, for a short time. This is House Bill 442. It passed the House yesterday. It aims to restore fishing seasons for southern flounder and red snapper here in North Carolina. Last year, there was, I guess, a bunch of restrictive limits. Fishers, anglers were not happy about this. And so it's looking like that this bill is going to set a year-round red snapper season. Here's the caveat, though. 2 fish per person daily. That's going to be your cap. 6-week flounder season between May 15th and November 15th with a 1 fish per person limit.
Okay.
So if you want flounder versus snapper, you get a little bit more quantity with the red snapper. But flounder might be a little bit more on the quality side. I'm not up on my fish game like I used to be.
I don't know.
So that, and we've got some friends. We're going to chat with Graystone Lodge, Gray, GraysstoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina. You know, you get a 15% discount. It's real easy. All you got to do is download the WSIC News app. It's available on iOS and Google Play. And you go to the local deal section. You find Graystone Lodge. Click that link.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
Have you taken the Desco Challenge? Desco is where the professional goes for electrical supplies.
My name is Ashley. I just redid the lighting in my home, and the customer experience at Desco was second to none.
See for yourself at DescoInc.com.
A trade deal with Britain. Fox's Alexandria Hoffs at the White House.
He wrote on Truth Social this morning, "It is a great honor to have the United Kingdom as our first announcement. Many other deals, which are in serious stages of negotiation, to follow." Now, this agreement is the first since the president imposed, then later paused stiff tariffs put in place on countries in the beginning of April. The UK is in a bit of a unique position because it did not fall under the reciprocal tariffs, but is subject to a 25% levy on steel, aluminum, and cars, plus that global 10% tariff that does remain.
Now, 145% tariffs on Chinese imports are still in place. So is China's retaliatory charges on American exports at trade talks this weekend. Because of all the tariffs, Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says
the risks of higher unemployment and higher inflation appear to have risen.
But not enough for the Fed to make an interest rate cut yesterday, prompting President Trump to post on Truth Social this morning, "Jerome Powell's a fool who doesn't have a clue. Other than that, I like him very much." America's listening to Fox News.
The doctor's office that accidentally mixed up your files has your social security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info. And the hotel that lost your reservation has your passport number. You need LifeLock because your personal info is in endless places that can expose you to identity thieves. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% with promo code NEWS at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? When it comes to Big Wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Switch to Consumer Cellular to get the same fast nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Plans start at just $20 a month, and now for a limited time, new customers can get their second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit a store near you, or consumercellular.com and start saving today. Plans include $5 credit for autopay and e-billing. Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
More pro-Palestinian protests at Columbia University. That was last night on the New York City campus, and some of the anti-Israel demonstrators went into the main library. More than 80 students were arrested, with Columbia saying in a statement that kind of conduct will not be tolerated. Now, the Trump administration has pulled federal funding from Columbia and Harvard over protests like that, saying universities are allowing anti-Semitism to thrive on campus. Also in New York, a man is charged with assaulting Jews in 3 different protests.
Court documents say 20-year-old Tariq Bazrick lunged at a group of pro-Israel protesters, kicking one of them in the stomach while being escorted by cops. Bazrick was wearing a green headband typically worn by Hamas terrorists. 8 months later, Bazrick is accused of assaulting another Jewish student during a demonstration at a university. About a month later, he's accused of assaulting another one. Bazrick faces 3 counts of committing hate crimes. Chris DeMeo, Fox News.
Another loss in court for the Trump administration on strings attached to federal grants for mass transit and homelessness.
U.S. District Judge Barbara Rothstein's order puts a 14-day block on plans by President Trump to impose conditions on the grants, which are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The money is intended to address mass transit in the Seattle area and homelessness services in Boston, New York, San Francisco, and other local governments. According to the lawsuit filed last week by 8 cities and counties, the new conditions are designed to further the president's efforts to eliminate diversity, equity, and inclusion, pressure local officials into helping with the administration's mass deportation push, and cut off information about lawful abortions. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks could rise. Dow futures up more than 300 points. In the NBA playoffs, the New York Knicks rallied from down 20 again to beat the defending champion Celtics in Boston 91-90. The Knicks lead that series 2-0 out west. Oklahoma City got even, taking game 2 with Denver 149-106. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Well, up around 80 with a partly cloudy sky for the afternoon, but watching the weather closely heading into this evening, mostly about 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. A couple storms could be strong or even severe. Main concern would be for some damaging wind or possibly some hail. So watch for that. Stay weather aware. Overnight low temperatures drop into the upper 50s for your Friday. Still a chance of an isolated shower or storm. The chance is lower and dry for Mother's Day weekend. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Race fans, start your engines. Head to Harrison's in Mooresville and register to choose your race. Will you win tickets to the Coca-Cola 600 with pre-race passes, the BetMGM 300, or the NC Education Lottery 200? 3 winners, first place picks first. Register by May 15th. Winners announced live on the Home Ad Show. Head on over to Harrison's, your local leader in Carhartt, Ariat, and Western wear, and tune in every Sunday to WSIC, Lake Norman's home for NASCAR.
they're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:06. Happy Thursday to you. Welcome back in. If you're just waking up right now, well, good for you.
Yeah.
If you're on the streets right now, we'll get a look at them here shortly, 8:15. We'll chat with Jeff and ICATS, ICATS.com. And we'll chat with Graystone Lodge as well today, GRAY, GraystonLodge.com. Got to get our High Country Happening segment on to see what is happening across the High Country. And Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, you hang out with Patrick Reynolds. Great time to hang out with him and celebrate birthdays and anniversaries, whether yours, your friends, your goldfishes, doesn't matter. Get them on the birthday and anniversary prize wheel, because on Friday, you get your chance every week on the Home Ad Show to win Coca-Cola 600 tickets. You have another chance to win those tickets by going to Harrison's. You can go there and register to win Coca-Cola 600, Xfinity race, or the truck race tickets. 3 different winners. The first winner, when the names are pulled next Friday, will get to pick between the 3.
Right.
Now, if you pick the Coca-Cola 600, you get the pre-race track passes with the concert.
Old Dominion concert.
Old Dominion will be
That's
playing.
right.
Then there's also the Xfinity and the Truck Series race. So you'll get to pick 1, 2, and 3. Whatever one you want, and whatever's left when you're third, you're still a winner, because there's tickets for you to have.
That's right, and that's going to be Friday on the Home Ad Show.
That's right. There's been some beef going on between Justice Allison Riggs and Jefferson Griffin. They were running against each other for the North Carolina Supreme Court.
Okay.
Yeah. It's been a battle.
Okay.
It's been about 6 months since the election. And the vote tally originally had Justice Riggs winning the election.
Okay.
And then so Justice Griffin filed some lawsuits, mostly having to do, it seems like, with valid votes based on voter identity. As the lawsuits trickled down, right, as they continued on, it seemed like all that was left was for Justice Griffin to try to determine whether or not votes from overseas from our military folks were indeed valid.
Okay.
And so it doesn't seem like, at least for now, he has until I think it's May 12th to appeal the most recent decision to say, hey, you don't have a leg to stand on right now. He could appeal it, but he's put out a statement saying he's not going to appeal it. So Justice Allison Riggs will be has won for the Supreme Court here in North Carolina. Here is her statement that she put out following the news that Justice Griffin was not going to attempt to appeal the current decision. After millions of dollars spent, more than 68,000 voters at risk of losing their votes, thousands of volunteers mobilized, hundreds of legal documents filed, and immeasurable damage done to our democracy, I'm glad the will of the voters was finally heard. 6 months and 2 days after Election Day. It's been my honor to lead this fight, even though it should never have happened, and I'm in awe of the North Carolinians whose courage reminds us that all that we can use our voices to hold accountable any politician who seeks to take power out of the hands of the people.
So do you think he did it just to stall? Like, has she been working because the job still has to be done. So has she been working as a Supreme Court justice this whole time, these last 6 months?
So this was for I think they're both on the Supreme Court.
They're still on it. Both of them are on it.
But this was the, forgive me, I'm not exactly. I should know which seat this was actually for. The Justice Riggs, though, being the Democrat in the race, Justice Griffin being the Republican. Obviously, just being a contentious one where, kind of leading the charge. Okay. I think this was for the chair in essence.
The chair, okay.
This was this was.
So that's what the argument's been over. Who's the chair? They both got elected. Okay, the big boss. Okay.
Who's going to lead the charge for the Supreme Court of North Carolina? Obviously, a big deal. In general,
it is a big deal. It is. I don't know where common sense comes in. Millions of dollars wasted. Like literally millions of dollars wasted in legal fees and court fees and all that kind of stuff. Like, at what point do you're like, okay, it's not worth the fight anymore?
I think that's what the decision was.
That's
made
where we
now.
got
that's
6 months later. Yeah,
I think that's where we got to. Yeah, for sure. So, But there was also campaign dollars that were spent, right, as far as for the individual parties and what they were, fighting for and against, and they had to spend their, out of their war chest that they have and things like that, and people donated. So, but we'll move on from that. What the effect ends up being, we'll find out. We'll see how it goes.
She's the big boss now.
She's the big boss now. So, Justice Riggs, congrats on winning. And there you
All
go.
right, you've been talking about
ivermectin.
Ivermectin. I can't even pronounce this word.
So
I thought this was the word of the day.
North Carolina, the House voted in favor of what they're calling the Ivermectin Access Act. The House Bill 618, the vote went 66 to 47. So this is going to allow pharmacists to dispense ivermectin without a prescription by directing the state health director to issue a standing order, while also providing liability protection for doctors and pharmacists. Ivermectin became a huge conversation during COVID as far as being a viable option to stay healthy. It's kind of like the polybutylene peptide conversation, where ivermectin has now made it into conversation of circles related to cancer a lot, as well as kind of like a wonder drug type thing. Seeing that on my tongue, whether or not it's true or not, I don't know.
This is the first I've ever heard of ivermectin. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, an anti-parasitic drug originally for animals. It's approved for human use in treating conditions like river blindness, but lacks scientific evidence that they, officially signed off on. They say for COVID-19, but there is a group of people that obviously believe it is effective.
But the governor still has to sign it.
Well, the Senate still has to
approve it, and then the governor. I remember that.
So
I remember Schoolhouse Rock, how it kind of works.
Yeah. So to go to the Senate next, we'll see what happens there. It seems like it was on party lines, though, as far as in the House. Will it be the same in the Senate? Don't know.
We'll see.
So we'll find out, and then it will go to the governor's desk. It's an interesting one. I don't know necessarily, well, a lot of people want it. I don't know what the negative necessarily is. Is it one that, can it be overprescribed and, we've got an issue with it? I haven't heard that side of the conversation. Why not let people just, have it if they want? You know what I mean? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know why it wouldn't be allowed, I guess. I haven't heard the reason to say why it shouldn't be.
I don't know.
Unless it's a horse tranquilizer, that's something probably we shouldn't just give out.
Probably shouldn't just give that out over the counter. No, you shouldn't be. You should at least have to show your ID to get that one.
Also, full disclosure, I don't know what river blindness is, and so
I don't want it though.
Is that when you swim in the river and then
open your eyes underwater?
Open your eyes and then it stings.
I can't open my eyes underwater. I wear contacts. I'm clear.
So you're immune from
I'm
river
good.
blindness.
Yeah,
then.
I can't ever get it.
Wow.
I'm in good shape.
Okay. Fed Chair Jerome Powell had some comments. I think was this yesterday? I think the meeting was yesterday. We'll listen to at least one of his. Also, have you ever seen a photon?
No.
I got a picture of one. You can see a real life photon.
Can't wait.
It's gonna blow your mind. Yeah.
Can't wait to figure out what a photon is.
It's gonna blow your mind.
I beg your pardon.
Learn all kinds of things today.
Yeah. Photons directly connected to the neutron, divided by the electron, which makes the roton goton. Something like that. Working on the rhyming to kind of stick with it. Graystone Lodge, Gray, GraysstoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel. They got photons there.
I bet they do.
Do we all have photons?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out though.
Oh yeah!
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of three have to say next. Good morning, LKN on WSIC.
Well, up around 80 with a partly cloudy sky for the afternoon, but watching the weather closely heading into this evening, mostly about 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. A couple storms could be strong or even severe. Main concern would be for some damaging wind or possibly some hail. So watch for that. Stay weather aware. Overnight low temperatures drop into the upper 50s for your Friday. Still a chance of an isolated shower or storm. The chance is lower and dry for Mother's Day weekend. That's your forecast for the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Ready to roll, race fans? Swing by Harrison's in Mooresville and register in person for your chance to choose your race. 3 winners, First place picks first. Will it be the Coca-Cola 600 with pre-race passes, the Bet MGM 300, or the North Carolina Education Lottery 200? Register now through May 15th at Harrison's, the Southeast leader in Carhartt area and Western wear. Winners announced live on the Home Ad Show. Lake Norman Woman is proud to sponsor the Mother's Day Commons Market at Birkdale Village with Shop Local QC. Join us Sunday, May 11th from 11 to 4 at the Plaza for live music. Free photos with Mom from 12 to 1 and over 30 amazing local vendors. Don't miss it. Pulp Juice and Smoothie Bar in Cornelius is open for business. Drop into 9623 Bailey Road in Cornelius for a healthy smoothie today. The 500 Club in Statesville presents live music on Saturday night with a performance by My Better Half. After the concert on Saturday, come back to the club on Sunday to celebrate with a Mother's Day brunch. Golfing, entertainment, and honoring Mom are all at the 500 Club in Statesville this weekend. Peninsula Community Foundation is holding a volunteer fair on Thursday, May 8th. Join us at Bethel Presbyterian Church in Cornelius from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. as over 20 nonprofits offer volunteer opportunities for all ages. Learn about volunteering in your community at the Volunteer Fair Thursday, May 8th at Bethel Presbyterian Church in Cornelius. From everyone here at WSIC Radio, we wish you a happy Mother's Day this Sunday. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
What's your mom's dream space to organize? Her closet? The pantry? The garage? Let Closets by Design make it happen. Call us with her wish list and save 40% off plus another 15% off this month for Mom. Mention Lake Norman Woman magazine for a free accessory. ClosetsByDesign.com.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. Happy Thursday to you. Let's see how everyone's feeling outside right now. There's photons right now. RideICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. No accidents to report. 77 southbound from Mooresville around Langtree. Some heavy congestion in that area. Also around Sanford Road and Gilead Road on southbound on 77. Stop-and-go traffic in that area. Going into the city of Charlotte, southbound around Brookshire Freeway, some heavy congestion in that area. 77 northbound from about 48 to 485 up through Gilead Road, Sanford Road. Expect some stop-and-go traffic in that area. Besides that, everything's looking good. Secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, and Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues.
All right, patient pants still be required today, and we appreciate you. Jeff, what's going on for the weekend? Anything fun?
Well, I'm going to be off next week. I've got to go over and help my daughter and granddaughter out. So, anyways, just time with the family.
Always a good time, Jeff. We appreciate you, sir. Looking forward to chatting with you tomorrow.
All right.
Have a good one. All right, bye. RideICATS.com, $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. Today's Thursday. You can go to Winston for $1. Tomorrow's Friday. You can go to Hickory for $1. Tuesdays, you can always go to the VA in Salisbury for $1, but you've got to schedule it at RideICATS.com. Do you know what photons are for?
I have no idea what a photon is. I did take science, and I remember learning the word, but I couldn't tell you what the definition was.
Okay.
Much like word of the day.
This
It's
is
historic.
This is the statement I've got of what photons. Something about photons. Photons, as massless elementary particles, exhibit wave-particle duality, acting as both waves and particles, making direct imaging impossible due to their quantum nature, as observing them alters their state, a principle rooted in Heisenberg's uncertainty. So if you look at
Heisenberg, like from Breaking Bad?
Yes.
Okay.
If you look at them, they change their shape, is what it sounds like. They don't like to be looked at.
Okay, don't look at them.
And so I don't think this is an actual image of a photon, but this is what
It says it's an AI-generated image of a photon.
This is
can we look at
visual
this
representation.
One? Can we look at this one?
I think so. I don't think this one will change.
This one won't change.
If you leave it, if you squint, close your eyes for 7 seconds, then open them.
It's like one of those pictures that's supposed to move, you know?
Yes.
Do you remember those from the 90s?
Yes.
Yeah.
With like the line.
Yeah. And you're supposed to look at it. I was like.
It looks like a kaleidoscope.
I'd be like, oh, I see it. I never saw it. Never.
Wow. So this is the image that was used in a new quantum electrodynamics technique to model a photon's wave function in radiative environments, whatever that means.
I don't know what that means either. Man, I learned so much today, though.
Yeah, what are you going to do with this knowledge?
I don't know, but I'm going to teach you something else now. Ready?
Okay.
Guess the state beverage of North Carolina. What do you think it is?
The state
beverage.
Of
So
North
we've
Carolina.
talked about that there's a bill to make Petey Pablo raise up the state hip-hop song of North Carolina, right? State beverage of North Carolina was decided, I think, in the 80s.
Okay.
1987. Think about 1987. What do you think the
What's
state
going on in the
beverage?
80s?
You weren't alive yet.
A lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
Probably.
Big hair.
Sweet tea.
Okay. Bill, you got one for us? You on the phone? Nope.
No, I'm not on the phone, but I did open the link.
Ah.
I did not.
Yeah. That's okay. All right, so you're going with sweet tea?
I feel like I shouldn't now.
No, it's fine. Bill, what would you have said if you didn't open the link?
Sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
Even sweeter tea.
Even sweeter tea.
The sweetest.
I would have thought Cheerwine, Pepsi.
But it was Cheerwine around in the 80s?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was around. Yeah, it's been around since the 60s.
Oh, damn.
I would have thought Pepsi, which was invented in North Carolina. I would have thought sweet tea, Cheerwine. Nope. Milk. Milk.
You know, funny enough, I actually support this.
You do? Milk as the state beverage of North Carolina?
Look, I know there's a lot of people that throw shade at milk, and there's a
I
whole
love milk.
movement right now of people who say that like you don't have to
I
drink
love
milk, or
milk.
you shouldn't
No,
drink
I like
milk.
it.
I love milk. Now, here's one of the differences. I grew up on skim milk.
Oh, no.
It's basically water.
It is water.
It's water
So
flavored.
yeah.
Milk flavored water.
It is milk flavored water. It is water.
Or water flavored milk, whichever way you want to think about it.
I mean, we talked about the last segment, all these bills that are trying to get passed by the Senate. This was passed the Senate with votes of 39-3 in the House. It received 93 votes yes, 3 votes no, and 7 votes moo. But it was requested by the State Milk Commission. Yeah, there you go. Law in 1987. That time, North Carolina cows produced 179 million gallons of milk a year.
Do we need to change it? Do we need to start a movement to change this?
Milk as our state beverage? That's embarrassing. You support it, though?
Yeah. Calcium. We need strong bones.
But when you think about North Carolina, you don't think about dairy. I mean, that's like Wisconsin should be milk.
Look, it shows you that, you know, when a group comes together.
I'm saying people can make changes. So I say,
what would it be? With sweet tea?
Sweet tea or Cheerwine.
Cheerwine could play. I like the idea of sweet tea because I do think with all these people coming here from the north, they should have to take it on their test when they come to
They
the door.
should. There should be. Just like you have to take a United States citizen, you should have to take North Carolina citizenship.
You know, there are people that order unsweet tea and then they add sugar at the table.
That's my dad.
See, but don't you need the heat in order to really melt the sugar
Well, my
into
dad
it?
orders unsweet tea and adds the
Sweet and low?
sweet and low, the
fake sugar.
Yeah, the fake sugar.
The
yeah.
aspartame.
Mm-hmm. Which is good for you, I'm sure too. It's probably got a lot of protons in it, whatever those are.
Don't look at them. Don't look at them.
Have to stir your tea with your eyes closed.
Definitely don't
look at them. Don't look. I like unsweet tea though. Honestly, if I'm gonna drink it, I don't
Really?
love. Yeah, I don't like sweet tea. Now I love a Cheerwine. It's not the sugar. I don't know what it is about the sweet tea that I don't like. Which I know I'm losing my Southern card for that, but I'm working on it, guys. I'm learning names of flowers. You know, I'm earning credits in other sections when I don't like sweet tea and I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like develed eggs. I don't like that kind of stuff. I know.
Yeah, you have some trouble getting to that Southern card.
I know. I'm learning. I'm getting my credits in other ways, though. I'm working on it.
It's looking like we're having trouble getting toward lowering rates. Here was the comments yesterday from Fed Chair Jerome Powell. I think it was yesterday when they had when they came up on the stage and made an announcement here as far as what the future looks like.
My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. Despite heightened uncertainty, the economy is still in a solid position. The unemployment rate remains low, and the labor market is at or near maximum employment. Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat above our 2% longer run objective. In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged. The risks of higher unemployment and higher inflation appear to have risen, and we believe that the current stance of monetary policy leaves us well positioned to respond in a timely way to potential economic developments. Good afternoon.
Okay, so
I wish they never stopped zooming in.
just continue like all the way
Just
to
a
the nostrils.
continuous zoom in.
Straight up.
Download that app. Watch with us.
Shout out also to C-SPAN, who just
Despite
gives you the
heightened
inside
uncertainty,
on
the
all the
economy is
decision
still
making that
in a
happens
solid
in our
position.
government.
Shout out to whoever laid out those
unemployment
flags
rate
behind us.
Man, that is, they got
Market
safety
is
pins in
at
those
or
or
near
something. How they
maximum
keep those so straight?
Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running
Get that man a
somewhat
water.
above our 2% longer-run objective.
Sweet tea.
He didn't have CJ helping him when he got there. You need a water?
In support of our goals, today
Step up
the
to that
Federal
microphone.
Market
So
Committee
interest
decided
rates
to
remain
leave
the
our
same.
policy
Don't know how the markets did yesterday afternoon. You know who would know? Joshua Adobe, host of
That's
Dollars
right.
and Cents. Today's Thursday. You can listen to Dollars and Cents every Thursday here on WSIC. Get that inside information. It's not advice. It's not financial advice, but it is. But it's not.
It's not, though.
It's not.
No.
But he'll tell you to help explain things, break things down in a simple way. Check out Dollars and Cents every Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m. Joshua Adobe, certified financial planner of North Main Financial Group here in Cornelius. And you can catch him on demand anytime via the WSIC News app. I'm sure he'll break down. He's actually the one who has said, I have heard Joshua Adobe say, he does not anticipate the Fed lowering rates. There's nothing he's seeing financially that would make the Fed want to do it. And this meeting yesterday kind of lends more toward that. So I don't know how the market reacted to it. I don't know what was, baked into the market. That's a fun saying to say now when you talk to financial folks. And all this.
Baked in?
Baked in.
All right, I'm going to add that to my list of things
Baked in
I
like
say.
Cheetos.
I've got my catchphrases for NASCAR. I'm getting them for golf.
Okay.
Be like, got that blue club? I'm working on it.
And now you need
And now I got my financial terms. So when I'm standing around at these meetings, I can just throw out these buzzwords.
That's right. Another update I know you've been asking for a lot, the Epstein case. A lot of people have been asking about that. Wondering what are we doing with it? What is happening with it? What is the deal? Here is Attorney General Pam Bondi fielding a question. I believe this was yesterday or maybe the day before in front of the White House. Someone asked her specifically, hey, what's the deal with the Epstein case? What is taking so long?
No, the FBI, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently going through that. I haven't seen that statement, but I'll call him later and find out.
I would probably quit if I had to be on the FBI and had to watch. Because you imagine
No,
having
I
to
would
watch
not.
that for
I
your
wouldn't,
job.
no.
How terrible is
Yeah,
that?
I'd quit.
How terrible
No,
is
come
that?
to Cornelius. We got lots of jobs.
So sounds like the Epstein case is still moving along in whatever way, shape, or form. Diddy's trial also started. I saw a video from an influencer who, because they're not allowing any.
There's an influencer at the Diddy trial?
I guess so, a blogger or
Oh,
something like
God.
that.
Yeah,
And
really.
so they're not letting cameras in, but supposedly Diddy made eye contact creepily with every person in the courtroom during.
Also,
the
I would
jury
quit that job too.
selection Yesterday,
I'm on the jury. I was told, I was like, I'm sorry, I quit. Send me to jail
and
immediately.
so I think the trial actually starts next week for
Ugh,
Diddy, and
gross.
so a lot going on. Obviously, around. We're gonna chat with Graystone Lodge. Probably a little bit easier of a conversation
Yes,
there.
much
Kaity
easier,
Jo, our friends
much
there at
easier.
Graystone Lodge. GRAY. You need some relaxation. You need to get away from all of it. Check out some photons. You can go hang out at Graystone Lodge. GRAY. GraystonLodge.com.
Spring has sprung, and so have Justin and Mamie. Out of bed, barely. It's Good Morning OKN on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, up around 80 with a partly cloudy sky for the afternoon, but watching the weather closely heading into this evening. Mostly about 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. A couple storms could be strong or even severe. Main concern would be for some damaging wind or possibly some hail. So watch for that. Stay weather aware. Overnight low temperatures drop into the upper 50s for your Friday. Still a chance of an isolated shower or storm. The chance is lower and dry for Mother's Day weekend. That's your forecast for the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Welcome home to comfort. Family-owned, community-focused, Horn Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to have served our community for over 40 years. We treat you as family because you are family. Your comfort is our business. Visit hornhvac.com today.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Race fans, start your engines. Head to Harrison's in Mooresville and register to choose your race. Will you win tickets to the Coca-Cola 600 with pre-race passes, the BetMGM 300, or the NC Education Lottery 200? 3 winners, first place picks first. Register by May 15th. Winners announced live on the Home Ad Show. Head on over to Harrison's, your local leader in Carhartt, Ariat, and Western wear, and tune in every Sunday to WSIC, Lake Norman's home for NASCAR.
Have you taken the Desco Challenge? The people have spoken. Desco is where the professional goes for electrical supplies.
Hi, my name is Randy. I'm a general contractor, and I always trust the products at Desco.
See for yourself at DescoInc.com.
Yeehaw for rodeo season at Harrison's, the home of work, western, and wow. Whether you compete or cheer from the stands, Harrison has the looks to help you wow the crowd. Get western classics and the latest styles from Ariat, Cinch, Rock and Roll Denim, and Wrangler. Find us in Mooresville.
'Tis the season. Bloom large at Drum Landscape Supply, your one-stop shop for everything you need this spring. Don't waste time running from store to store. Flowers, trees, mulch, and more. They've got you covered. Plus, they deliver. Visit drumlandscapesupply.com today.
Join the Harbor Hippos family. It's not just a game, it's a community. Join the fun this summer at Huntersville Athletic Park. From single tickets to season passes and sponsorship opportunities, we've got something for everyone. Visit harborhippos.com to get your tickets and gear today. Opening day is May 30th. Don't miss out.
Opening doors to your future. Literally. Buying, selling, or building your portfolio with the team at Centralina Realty to work for you. We're in the center of North Carolina and at the center of your journey. CentralinaRealty.com.
Nothing but the best talk.
The area's best talk.
WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Stocks look set for a bounce higher at the opening bell, boosted by optimism surrounding trade. President Donald Trump said the U.S. had reached a trade agreement with the U.K., marking the first of his promised deals. Details are expected later this morning. Some travelers tell Bloomberg News they are avoiding Newark Airport over safety worries. For days, red cancellation signs have flashed across the New Jersey airport's boards, and flights have been delayed. And then there was the revelation about a 90-second breakdown in radio contact for air traffic controllers, which passed safely but had the potential for catastrophe. United CEO Scott Kirby said all flights in and out of Newark are absolutely safe. He delivered an update to employees posted on the airline's website. Worries about the economy and job security have more people eating at home. That's hitting Burger King's sales, which fell in North America in the latest quarter by just over 1%. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Who is this? This is 105.9 100.7.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Join the conversation. 844-STUDIO-4. We're blooming like your pollen count. Good Morning LKN is back on WSIC.
Country happenings in Boone's Embrace. Graystone Lodge with its gentle grace. Concierge level service so fine in the heart of mountains where trees align.
Good morning, LKN. 8:34. Happy Thursday, and one of our favorite segments of the week, High Country Happenings, where we get a chance to check in with Graystone Lodge, Gray, GraystoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina. Kaity Jo joining us this morning. Kaity Jo, how are you?
Good morning. I'm wonderful. How are y'all?
Oh, another day in paradise here. It's a little crisp this week, which I like. I imagine the mountains similarly has that nice crisp air that you could just walk outside for hours and enjoy the beautiful high country in.
That is correct. It's been, this week has been, as you said, a little crisp, no humidity in the air up here, as always, and it's getting warm, but not too warm yet. So it's a perfect springtime right now. And I've noticed when I'm walking around outside that a lot of the rhododendrons are blooming as well. So it's like I said, it's popping up here with all the spring colors and things, and getting into summer.
It's a busy time for the high country, particularly there in Boone. You got Appalachian State University. Did they graduate yet?
They are starting to graduate today through Saturday.
Oh, wow. So it's going down like right now.
Yeah.
Right now, yes.
Gosh, that's an exciting time for people. And so if they're coming up to Boone, what are some of those activities? Because families come up, right? What are some of those things you hear them talking about? I can imagine when they're staying at the Graystone, they're getting that wonderfully comfortable pillow and bed there. They're getting the delicious breakfast, and then they come to the front desk, as so many people do, Kaity Jo, because you guys are so tied in with the community up there, and they say, hey, what are some of the other fun things we should be doing up here? What are they asking for, and what are you guys letting them know about?
Yes, so a lot of times they're asking for, where do I go eat dinner? That's probably our number one question at the front desk is, where should I go to eat? And we have wonderful partnerships with a lot of local restaurants where you can show your key card and get 10%. And we really like to push all of our favorites to our guests. I love when the guests come back after eating dinner and they're like, oh my gosh, that was so wonderful. Thank you so much for the recommendation. It's really rewarding to send people to these local businesses that we have on our partnership page, and make sure they have a wonderful experience. We've got Lost Province downtown. We've got Coyote Kitchen. We've got so many other restaurants and things. There are some breakfast restaurants as well, like Sunrise Grill, if you don't make it in time for our high country breakfast.
One of the things that I think speaks to the quality that you guys offer and the experience people have. Congratulations on the award for Graystone Lodge, TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice Awards for 2025. One of only 3 hotels in Boone to win it. Congratulations to Graystone.
Yes, thank you. We were very proud of this award that only one of 3. Yeah, so it's wonderful. We're always staying on top of our guests' feedback and things like that, and making sure that they have a wonderful stay with us up here, and just making sure that they get a high country experience from the moment they enter Graystone to the time they check out, whether it's with us or with any of the partnerships or doing any activities in Boone.
So Price Lake has the moonlit paddling going on. This one looks exciting. So the reason why I bring that one up too, it's like a nighttime event, right? Like you might think, okay, I'm going to go out and do all this stuff during the day, but then every once in a while you say, hey, well, wait a second, what can we do at night? So Price Lake full moon paddles. Give us the rundown on this one.
Yes, I am really excited. I would love to try this very soon up here. So it's going to be, they do it very close to when the full moon is for the month. So it's going to be this Saturday, May 10th and Sunday, May 11th. So you can paddle Price Lake by moonlight with the Price Lake boat rentals. So it's you can go, you just show up and they have everything ready for you, and it's just a wonderful experience to get out in nature up here. Boone, we don't really have a whole lot of, we're not a city. We don't have a whole lot of nightlife like that, but we've got so many fun activities that you can do at night that involve nature. For example, our other partnership, Sky Valley Zip Tours, we've talked about them before. They do zip lining at night too. So it's really cool that all these places are offering these night excursions for people coming up to high country to really get immersed in what the wildlife and everything is up here at night and just experience it. There's no light pollution, and it's just really wonderful to get out there in nature.
That'd be intense. Sky Valley Zip Tours at night.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm going to try that one, Kaity Jo. That sounds like fun.
That would be wild. The farmers market's also going on. You want that opportunity to get the freshest of the fresh produce. You can meet the local farmers, meet the local people. Their farmers market a great way to meet local people in a community as well. So what's the Watauga County Farmers Market like?
Yeah, it's so wonderful. I love going to the farmers market, and I just really feel such a sense of community while I'm there. I was thinking about popping over there this weekend to find, some small Mother's Day gifts. They always have little local flowers and things like that. They have handmade jewelry and things, not only just produce and stuff. So they've got a lot of options for people that are wanting to come up and want to just stop by the farmer's market. Maybe, sometimes you're on vacation, maybe you don't want to look at produce, but they've got other things as well that you need to check out. I mean, it's such a wonderful time, and it just feels like Boone. I can't explain it, but it just feels so, the community just feels so amazing.
Something that's getting really, really popular here I would say the United States, and then obviously here in North Carolina. Soccer is just continuing to grow, it feels like. Appalachian FC has their home opening game this weekend. You excited for the match?
Of course. Yeah, so Appalachian FC is very close to Boonshine Brewing Company. So what you can do is you can go have a beer. They have a squatchy ale there, and then you could just walk down to the stadium there. It's really close by. So it's part of East Boone is where Boonshine is located, as well as the App FC Stadium. So it's just a wonderful time over there, and it's going to be this Saturday at 7 p.m. So if you're coming up and want to do a little last-minute fun thing, they've got so many different things happening over there in East Boone. So check it out, and then, you can also stay with us. You can save 20%.
Good deal. Good special
Very
right
good
there
deal.
for those that want to go check out the home opener for Appalachia FC. Great opportunity there, and go watch a soccer game in the beautiful high country area. And then maybe this weekend, those plans are there, right? Because Mother's Day, maybe people have got things going on. Next weekend and next week, you guys got some events even going on during the week, because come the summertime, right? There's plenty to do all summer
Tons to
long
do.
in the high country. Car shows, some beautiful cars. I've seen some wonderful rides up there in the high country. What's going on with the car show?
Yeah, so this is going to be, it's Wednesday through Sunday. So it's a car show at Shops on the Parkway in Blowing Rock. So you can expect a spectacular lineup there's custom-built Z cars, there's rare models, and high-performance machines. They're all going to be displayed for public admiration, and there's going to be car showcases, and there's going to be other activities as well, like games, scenic drives, and there's going to be vendors as well. So it's kind of a thing for the whole family. I've never been to anything like this, but for our car enthusiasts, that would be a wonderful thing just to stop by. And, if you are up here even during the week and you want to know what's going on, you can check out highcountryhost.com or exploreboone.com, and they have the full lineup of all these little, interesting events that are happening during the week and stuff that you wouldn't typically think about.
And again, Boone, the high country, Graystone Lodge, conveniently located on Highway 105, easy access to Blowing Rock, Banner Elk, the other neighboring communities there around Boone. Art in the Park is happening in Blowing Rock, Boone and the high country being a place that knows no limit of the art opportunities there. What's going on with Art in the Park?
Yeah, so that's going to be Saturday, May 17th. It's going to be an all-day thing in Blowing Rock. It's been happening since 1962, started by a couple of local area artists and craftspeople, and they're just showcasing their talent. So a lot of artists will come, and they will showcase their handcrafted jewelry, pottery, photography, painting, and all these wonderful local art pieces that would be really fun to pick up and bring back to your home as a little, memory of Boone and the Blowing Rock area, and supporting local artists there. It'll be a lot of fun, and it's right in downtown Blowing Rock, so you can head over to a restaurant as well and have some lunch. There's the playground there for your kids as well. So it's a fun little day trip over to Blowing Rock.
Not bad at all. Kaity Jo, Graystone Lodge, Gray, GraystonLodge.com. We so appreciate you, Katie. Looking forward to chatting next week.
Yeah, thank you.
High country nights and the fire's burning warm. Graystone Lodge welcomes all who come round the door. Concierge service, they know what you need. In Boone you'll find peace, let your worries recede. If I were a poet, I'd pen you a verse. In these mountains so grand, life's troubles disperse.
Thursday weekend. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Ready to roll, race fans? Swing by Harrison's in Mooresville and register in person for your chance to choose your race. 3 winners. First place picks first. Will it be the Coca-Cola 600 with pre-race passes, the Bet MGM 300, or the North Carolina Education Lottery 200? Register now through May 15th at Harrison's, the Southeast leader in Carhartt, Ariat, and Western wear. Winners announced live on the Home Ad Show. Lake Norman Woman is proud to sponsor the Mother's Day Commons Market at Birkdale Village with Shop Local QC. Join us Sunday, May 11th from 11 to 4 at the Plaza for live music. Free photos with Mom from 12 to 1 and over 30 amazing local vendors. Don't miss it. Pulp Juice and Smoothie Bar in Cornelius is open for business. Drop into 9623 Bailey Road in Cornelius for a healthy smoothie today. The 500 Club in Statesville presents live music on Saturday night with a performance by My Better Half. After the concert on Saturday, come back to the club on Sunday to celebrate with a Mother's Day brunch. Golfing, entertainment, and honoring Mom are all at the 500 Club in Statesville this weekend. Peninsula Community Foundation is holding a volunteer fair on Thursday, May 8th. Join us at Bethel Presbyterian Church in Cornelius from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. as over 20 nonprofits offer volunteer opportunities for all ages. Learn about volunteering in your community at the Volunteer Fair Thursday, May 8th at Bethel Presbyterian Church in Cornelius. From everyone here at WSIC Radio, we wish you a happy Mother's Day this Sunday. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Spring cleaning?
Stop the cap.
We're just sweeping through your morning. Good Morning LKN is back on WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN 848. Thanks again to Kaity Jo and Graystone Lodge, Gray, GraystoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina. Someone else who's beautiful, Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday,
So sweet.
9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating. Now I feel weird now that you guys made it a big deal.
Thanks, bro.
It's like, it's cool.
Thanks, man.
You can hang out with Patrick if you want to or not. It's up to you.
No, they must hang out with
No, they should hang out. Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, whether buying, selling, or celebrating. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. That's the phone number to call. You want to call in with birthdays and anniversaries because you got your chance to win Coca-Cola 600 tickets because on Fridays, Patrick doubles down that wheel, spins it twice. The winners of the birthdays and anniversaries through the week have the shot at the Coca-Cola 600. And you also have that chance if you go by Harrison's, located on Highway 150. That's exit 36. You can go by there and register to win either Coca-Cola 600, Xfinity Race, or the Truck Series race tickets. First winner gets to pick. Second gets to pick what's left over. Third place is still a winner. Gets some tickets as well.
That's right.
Great opportunity. Concave started. Is it Concave? Is that what it's called?
For the Pope, the
For the
Cardinals,
Pope.
not the birds.
No, I think it's called Concave.
It is called Concave.
Conclave started yesterday. Here is Cardinal Dolan with he's out of New York. Here is his message here before I think entering into conclave to help elect a new pope.
Buongiorno a tutti. Cardinal Timothy Dolan here, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's Wednesday, and this is the day we enter the conclave. And I'm about ready to go into the Dome of Santa Marta. So this could be the last time I talk to you in a couple of days. I don't know how long the conclave will be. Santa Marta, this is where we cardinals stay, named after St. Martha. Remember her? Some of the best friends of Jesus, Mary, Martha, and Lazarus in Bethany. And they often invited Jesus for hospitality and relaxation. So this was named after St. Martha, who took care of hospitality for Jesus. And they do a good job of hospitality for us. Now, we leave here and go over to the Sistine Chapel every day for our prayers and for our voting. But this is where we reside. So, folks, I won't be able to talk to you until you see the white smoke. I look forward to doing that. Keep us in your prayers. I mean that. I'm so moved and grateful for the many assurances and prayers that you've been
so graciously offering up to the Lord on our behalf. And I need them, and I can sense they're very tangible, the fruits of those prayers. So keep them up, all right? Talk to you soon.
Okay, so this was Cardinal Timothy Dolan. He's the Archbishop of New York. He posted this video yesterday before heading to conclave, which will be held in the Sistine Chapel. Involves 133 cardinals voting in secrecy on the next pope. And I think does the white smoke mean they got one?
Yeah.
They voted.
Yeah. I learned that from that movie.
Okay.
Tom Hanks.
Is it majority or is it unanimous?
I'm not sure. I did read yesterday though about what they eat.
Okay.
Because they're not allowed to talk to the outside world,
Sure.
right?
So eating is a top concern.
They have to eat though. That's
Yes.
part of it.
Classic.
But they're not allowed any outside communication at all. So they can eat pasta, soups, and vegetables. They're prepared by the nuns at the Casa Santa Marta, where he was just outside of. But it's very basic. But they're not allowed to have anything that's stuffed or like filled with something, because they said the nuns like could possibly slip a note about some idea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they're not supposed to have any outside influence. when
Pasta
they're doing
only.
it. Pasta. So you can have pasta, you can have soup, you can have vegetables, but nothing like stuffed chicken or anything with like,
Worried about.
I know, worried about them sneaky nuns trying to sway you.
Sneaky. Okay.
I just thought that was like such. It
Wow.
must have happened at some point. So
I definitely
to
wouldn't
make
choose
the rules.
soup. Pasta. What was the other one?
Vegetables.
Boiled vegetables. Yeah, yum.
You can
That's
slip a note into some vegetables, though.
into some boiled vegetables. Where are you slipping a note in a boiled carrot?
After you got to take it out of the water after
Okay.
it's boiled, and then
You're like smushing it in there.
I don't know. Slide the note in there, wrapped up tight, like in the end of a carrot.
You know,
Maybe
if they have alphabet soup, you could kind of try and spell it in the soup too. I guess you could.
You know what goes great with boiled vegetables?
What's
the
that?
home ad show.
No,
all
I was
right.
gonna say boiled hot dogs.
Oh, gross. No. Okay. What? Okay. You know, with
How thirsty are you?
birthdays and anniversaries, right?
Yes.
I'm on the birthday side, just
Uh-huh.
usually an anniversary, but I found an anniversary that somebody
What?
may call in today. 10th anniversary of this couple. Joel Berger married a woman named Ashley King, and
Okay.
Burger King paid for the whole wedding.
Oh.
So they were married in 2015. Burger King sponsored the wedding of Joel Berger and Ashley King, an Illinois couple whose names were Berger and King, happened to match the fast food chain.
That's awesome.
And after the engagement announcement came out in the local newspaper, Burger King reached out and offered to cover the full cost. So give us a call. You never know. You might have somebody.
You know, Burger King claims they've got the original chicken sandwich.
No, it's Chick-fil-A.
I'm just telling you what they say.
They're wrong.
They call it the original.
It's not. They copy Chick-fil-A.
Just don't drink milk with it.
Yeah, well, skim only.
Skim.
I've got
Yeah.
I've got something new.
North
that-
Carolina. What's Connecticut state beverage,
Who
Patrick? I mean,
knows? I don't know.
What is it?
Wild turkey, maybe? I don't know.
Sounds
I have no
about right.
idea what a beverage is. I don't know. Yeah.
Game boxing is also super popular here
Yeah.
in North Carolina. A lot of people love it. The Nintendo Switch. Have you heard of that one?
Oh, we have one.
Mhm.
So that's like it's got handheld, but you can also go to the TV.
Correct.
Super popular with the kids.
Very popular with the kids.
Obviously a competitor to Xbox. Xbox, it's been leaked. Their new handheld device that they've been working on, they're calling it Project Keenan. And again, it's been leaked. It's a collaboration between Microsoft and Asus. Asus is a computer manufacturer company, I believe. And so Xbox now potentially getting into the handheld game here for gaming consoles and
We
game
got one
boxing.
of those too. We got two game boxes. We got the mini and the big one.
Well, now,
Now we can get
Now you can
the
get-
matching set.
We got to come over more often.
We got two TVs, Patrick. Now we
Oh.
got two sets of golf clubs.
Hey.
Thanks to Mizuno, Alex, and the 500 Club.
get it together. Does
We're going
this
to have two simulators now.
does the
I know.
small game box make it any better? Like as someone who observes someone who games, like does that?
I'm just so bad at it. I've told you guys before, my mom wouldn't let us play. I can do the big arcade games.
Mhm.
I got good at those from malls in the 90s, you know, because you had to pay like actual quarters to play. And so how, you know, you go there with $1, I got to make this last all afternoon.
Yeah.
So I got pretty good at Miss Pac-Man and Frogger, but mom just never let us have one because she was a teacher and a principal. And she said every kid who didn't do their homework said they went home and play video games. So it was off limits for us.
Math was easy on that one.
Just like, deductive reasoning.
So
there.
obviously Nintendo
She premonitched
is
to that.
Nintendo's influencing Xbox, and so obviously they think there's some level of competition here, and that they want to try to step into the space.
Katie likes the Switch though. She prefers the Switch over the big game box.
Haven't gotten Noah a game box. We've played a little bit of N64. It broke, and so we haven't played it since. He yanked the cord, and that was the number one
just
rule.
send him over. You know what? He can. It's like
Just hang out
He
over
can just
there
hang out
at Mamie's
he can
house.
Just hang out at Mamie's house. We got 2 TVs. We got 4 Rubik's cubes. We got 2 game boxes. We got golf simulator.
And I don't have to worry about getting him one. I debated, is it time yet? Like, what's the appropriate age for a kid to get a game console these days?
You can also, spoiler, watch YouTube on the Switch.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, you got to watch out for that.
See, and
one,
that's
too.
the kind of stuff where I start, and the chat kind of concept, and
Yeah.
people start trying to
Yeah, watch
talk
out
to
for that.
him and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't mind him. I would love for him to play Mario Kart. In fact, as a 90s kid, that would be a dream for me to see him play Mario Kart. But I just don't know if I'm at that stage yet of letting him. I don't think Mom is at that stage.
Okay, new Mother's Day plan. You and Noah go hang out with Rob at my house.
That'd be fun.
Jimmy, Amy, Katie, and I are going to Mother's Day market
The
at
market,
Parkdale.
yeah. See, but he would say, I'll go hang out with her if I could have a Switch. And then that's what he would say, is if he can have one. And then we think about like road trips and things like that and all that kind of stuff. So
You know what? It's good to stare out the window.
Yeah.
You got to do
I
it.
did.
Did you ever have a game box?
I've never owned one. I have never owned any game
Is
system
there a
in
reason
my
you
life.
just don't like them, or?
Well, cue the harps. I remember Pong. There you go. You know,
yeah.
So my friends had that, but it was like, okay. Even then, it was like, it was fun, but so.
Like Snake on your phone, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
it was
remember
way,
Snake?
it was way
my
before
Nokia.
Snake. Yeah. And kids, my friends always had them. I just never desired one. And then I don't know. I never was. I enjoyed them when I was over at someone else's house, played them. It was fun. But I just never desired one of my own. Like, gosh, I'm a gamer. No, I was just always doing stuff.
Nope.
Yeah, just active, I guess. You know, outside. You know, surfing the web. I was like surfing. I'm like, well, those waves out in the ocean look fun. Let's go surf those type of thing. You know. So
Have you really ever surfed before?
yeah, I have surfed.
Where?
Myrtle Beach.
You can surf at Myrtle Beach?
You can surf at Myrtle Beach.
They got
It's the
waves
ocean.
there.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they
called
got
the
waves.
beach ocean. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
But you don't see a lot of surfers. at
No,
Myrtle
it's
Beach.
not a nationally known. Yeah, I got to go to Myrtle Beach to, the surfers. Like
New
Southern
competition coming
California.
out, Rob.
No, I wanted to try it. So did my daughter, and she took a lesson, and then she took a break, and the instructor said, "Hey, you want to try?" I said, "Yeah, sure. This looks like fun." So I got up, I got a wave, and then we went back to Outer Banks like a few years later and did some more surfing.
You can surf at the Outer Banks?
Yeah,
can
that's
surf-
a great
Yeah.
spot for surfing.
Really?
Those waves
Yeah.
are rough. Yeah, don't try to
See, if
swim
you
out
weren't playing all this Mario Kart, you'd know
There
where
you
you gotta
go.
go
You'd
surfing.
go.
I wasn't game boxing my
Yeah,
whole life.
you could have been doing some
God.
outside
That's
things.
it. You pale kids, no sunshine.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the real problem. is
Noah,
being the
come with
son.
me.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
Get some help.
cool Uncle Patrick's gonna show you some stuff
The sand
outside
and the
of the
salt
living
water
room.
and me just never got along as a kid. That was really the problem.
Yeah.
So. But you know where you can get a surfboard?
The Home Ad Show.
You literally can.
Yeah,
You
you
literally
can.
can.
Monday through
Yeah.
Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, you're hanging out with Patrick Reynolds, 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. Get those birthdays and anniversaries in so you can get your chance at winning Coca-Cola 600 tickets. Tomorrow's Friday. It's the day where the wheel's going to get spun twice, so you better go ahead and get it in. So if you've got one over the weekend, use that Friday. Don't wait till Monday. Go ahead and get on the wheel this week. And then if you don't win, then go ahead and get it next week, too, on Monday. You can tell Patrick I said that's okay. And also, if your Goldfish has an anniversary, go ahead and put them on the wheel, too. That's an exciting thing for sure. Today's Thursday, so the rest of the lineup, you got 9 to 11, the Home Ad Show. 11 o'clock, you got About Town. Mayor Woody Washam giving you the inside look at what is going on in the town of Cornelius. Obviously, project got approved yesterday during planning board meeting. Oh, George Brinzy's in. Oh, Officer Brinzy in the boat regatta last weekend. Great opportunity to support the safety center here, too, at Blythe Landing. It was a fun event. Noon to 3, Todd Starnes. 3 p.m., you've got Purple Heart Homes is putting the pieces back together. 4 p.m., Joshua Dobie, Dollars and Cents. Sure some things going on financially right now.
Serving you better.